first, there was only an image, and the caption, Project Number 4. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a name. Enigma Archives Raincode. Accompanied by quite the interesting little teaser trailer. Also, I am a sucker for Too Kyo Games, so let's take a look, shall we? For those not in the know, Enigma Archives Raincode is a recently announced game that is being co-developed by Chunsoft and Too Kyo Games. I have covered Too Kyo Games in the past with their Tribe 9 teaser. Looks like they've been quite busy making new IP. Time to react and speculate since, well, there's not really much gameplay, and no platforms or release dates are announced yet. But that is what this kind of video format is for. First off, this little roly-poly ghost. He is cute, but I'm not sure he jives well with the game's aesthetic. Kind of reminds me of the ghosts in Luigi's Mansion. And as the little ghost flies away, we get our first look at the actual game. And this is kind of why I'm not certain about the little ghost's inclusion. Even from first glance, it looks more serious and less zany than Danganronpa. So I fear the little ghost might create a bit of an immersion-breaking experience, as it appears he doesn't really fit in the world of Enigma Archives. But who knows, that could change, and you know what, maybe he does actually fit. These are just my first impressions after all. And as we pan out from this seedy, colorful-looking apartment building, hotel maybe, we get our first look at the main character. And I don't know what it is, but I find him very adorable. Then we get more panning shots of the colorful city, and this definitely feels like the opening to a detective movie. And then the city pans to some credits. Too Kyo Games is certainly not shy to let you all know that they've got the three people who basically made Danganronpa. And yes, that is why I am a sucker. I am a sucker for what these guys bring to the table. Then the ghost pops in again, and we are led to the mystery labyrinth. I am assuming this girl is the proprietor of this establishment, because she's shown right before we're introduced to the place. Also, I just realized this now, but she also has a similar crown to the little ghost, so I'm guessing the ghost leads you to her, and there's some kind of connection between the two. So with colorful lights and Nazca lines dotting the sky, we get introduced to the mystery labyrinth. I know what those symbols are because of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Anime indeed can be educational. So I suppose the name Mystery Labyrinth is suitable because to this day people don't know what the Nazca lines were made for. It's a mystery in history. Oh, that rhymes. Anyways, back on topic. Then we get more scenes of the Gothic Lolita hostess in-game. And if there is any person who I will immediately judge for being sketchy as heck, it would be this woman. Because she's literally leading a middle school boy to this strange place in the dead of night. And judging by the boy's expression, he also thinks the same way. Also, this model definitely needs some work. I noticed that her sleeve was clipping through her arm. And her mouth looks a bit strange, almost like it's stretched too far. But you know what, this is teaser footage, so I'm willing to say, you know what, they'll probably fix it. And with a shot of the interior, we get a spurge of classic Danganronpa pink blood, showing dark fantasy mystery. While I can certainly see the darkness and the mystery, I'm not getting a lot of fantasy from this trailer, even though in this shot it is clearly emphasized. Hopefully in a future trailer more fantasy elements will be given, because I am interested in how this dreary-looking noir detective city might incorporate it. Then this pretty cool transition starts with a portal opening up, various bits of cutscenes and gameplay, like with the main character meeting the ghost for what I assume is their first time meeting each other. I predict that this boy will have a character arc allowing him to become more brave, as he does seem quite reserved and scared all the time, but understandably so. Moving on from the cutie patootie, we get a shot of what looks to be the interior of the building that the boy was walking out from earlier. Or at least that's the vibe I'm getting from such an interior, but I could be wrong. Then we get another cutscene with the Gothic Lolita hostess with even more stranger danger alarm bells ringing off. I'm guessing she's going to be an antagonist. I don't know for sure, but I just have a funny feeling. That, and in this particular cutscene, she threatens to kill the boy. The whole thing is highly suspect. Next up is a cutscene where the boy discovers a body. Holy moly, is this gruesome. Like, I don't even know how to respond to this. What the heck happened in here? The unfortunate girl is nailed to the floor, and voodoo dolls are strewn about the place, also nailed to the floor. Definitely something straight out of a horror movie movie. I would get the heck out of Dodge if I saw a scene like that. Guessing we're gonna be solving a murder, along with many others. Then the scene flips again to the little boy walking up some steps accompanied by the little ghost. Nothing much to look at here, except they might be in a church of some kind, judging by the beautiful mosaics donning the windows. The scene flips once more to the boy doing a ninja-style jump down to a platform. Looking quite serious, almost as if a boss fight's about to begin. This is definitely the most fantasy-looking part of the trailer, with these slushy pink backgrounds and all that. I am definitely curious as to where this is. Is this inside the mystery labyrinth? Is it some kind of messed up place with heaven and hell in it? Or is it somewhere else? Is this even a dungeon? There is one thing that seems to be a definite possibility, and that is the existence of platforming. What with these similar-looking sized platforms scattered about this scene? Most curious indeed. This could have dungeon crawling and platforming on top of solving mysteries. The scene flips one more time to what I assume is going to be the game's cover, which honestly looks pretty cool and attention-grabbing. I definitely wouldn't mind having it on my shelf, but I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? I wonder what these blocks are going to be used for. Is it going to be in the dungeon somehow? Is it going to be used for platforming? They're kind of cute-looking in a goofy way. Yep, this game is curious. So many questions. I am intrigued, so I eagerly await more info. While this definitely feels like Danganronpa because you've got the same creative team behind it, I really do think it's going to be something more than that. So yeah, like I said before, I'm gonna keep an eye on Enigma Archives. Make sure to let me know your thoughts on Enigma Archives Raincoat in the comment section below. And thus, Riot Kitty is signing out.